Hello, Brovs. We're back with another ghost story. Again from Coffin Hollow. Eloise. Whoa. My grandmother told me that her sister Kate had a cat named Eloise that had lived with her for about 10 years and was becoming rather set in her ways. She was accustomed to irregular happenings in the household and they no longer upset her. She was even learning when to keep out from underfoot. She never struck my grandmother's sister as being particularly clever or attached to her. Eloise was just neutral and content. But after Aunt Kate died, Eloise began to act strangely. Every evening after dinner, she'd curl up and cry until my grandmother gave her milk with sugar in it. Aunt Kate had drunk sweetened milk with the chill taken out of it, and eventually my grandmother caught on that Eloise's whimpering was a signal that she wanted her milk warmed too. At mealtime, Eloise would settle herself exactly under Kate's old place at the table. To my grandmother, it seemed that the cat's behavior was growing more and more like her former mistress's. Eloise began to crawl into bed with Uncle Harry at night, and since he was never too fond of cats, this new trick of hers didn't appeal to him in the least. He noticed, too, that she was making a nuisance of herself, and that when my grandmother spoke of the similarity of many of poor Kate's actions with those in which Eloise was now indulging, she was right. My mother and father said my grandmother was imagining things when she pointed out the unusual habits Eloise was acquiring. They even implied that my grandmother was the one who was possessed with the obsession of making note of a cat's ways, and that she ought to stop such nonsense. But it surely did set my grandmother to thinking when Eloise began to take a regular walk between 2 and 4 each afternoon. For this was Aunt Kate's stroll time, and after that, enjoy a snooze until dinner. Eloise even gave up running with the other cats on our street and spent the rest of her time washing and primping. The day we bought a dog, we were really shocked into worrying about who or what was inhabiting Eloise. We had wanted a large dog for a long time, but Aunt Kate had always threatened that she'd move out if we bought one, and that she would kill it too. Well, Eloise must have housed Aunt Kate's spirit because she ran off the day we bought a dog, never to return. And the next day, we found the dog dead. Woo! Goodbye, bruv. Goodbye.